Hello there, Jeffers. Shrew here, out in my backyard enjoying the sun because it has been a beautiful day. This is the long anticipated store tour. I know it's been like a year plus of people asking me to do this and I haven't done it. I finally got both inventory locations clean enough to actually do it somewhat organized. So that is why I'm now able to do it, which is awesome. If you don't know, yes, I operate using 2 different inventory locations. It's a little complicated, and if you are interested in how that dynamic all works with picking and packing orders, I can do a separate video on that. But you can also get a pretty good idea of how it works from the Pablo that I've done. Speaking of, I plan to do a few more of those going forward. I actually would like to do one a week to kind of balance with the Guess the Set videos. Maybe a Pablo every Monday or Tuesday, and then the Guess the Set video on Friday to give a good balance for my channel every week. But stay tuned for that. Those will not happen for at least another few weeks because I'm out of town here soon. With that, I'm going to bounce over to the first inventory location to give you the tour of that. Alright, welcome. This is the first inventory location. As you can see, it's just a bunch of drawers here. Drawers on the left and right corner over here. Some bigger drawers and bin trays. Those have minifigs and instructions. Some other drawers, parts drawers, drawers that need consolidated on top, and then a box of figs there, and then more drawers up top. And then down here, some bulk bags, more instructions that are not in the store yet. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. This is just a closet at a different location, so that's all it really can fit, and that's all it's really needed for because all the magic happens elsewhere. But yeah, just drawers. So with that, I will pop over to the other inventory location. This is the second or first and a half inventory location. This is back at my house, and this is just where 7 drawers are. This is my closet. And there's just a little shelf up here that holds 7 more drawers, which is nice. Above them, there's some overflow boxes up there, or just some storage boxes. And then you may wonder where the 7 drawers are. You only see 4 there. There's 3 more behind each of these ones that's stuck out. And these drawers slide across pretty easily so that I can access these. So it works pretty easily. It's actually really easy and simple, and so I found it to work pretty well, and it allows me to store 3 more drawers here than I normally would, and really maximizes the space on this shelf. So yeah, that's all that there is here though. Bouncing now to the final inventory location in my backyard. Let us now enter the second inventory location, or the third one actually, which is where all the magic happens. A weatherproof shed in my backyard. Got a doormat, my AC unit, which I haven't used yet because it's not quite hot enough. Some boxes of inventory. And so the first thing I want to show is the walls go back pretty far, but then there's a lot of boxes of stuff in front. So everything that's kind of in the back blocked by stuff in this front, so like everything underneath these drawer units and such, all of that is just overflow inventory or bulk inventory that hasn't been uploaded yet, or is just kind of waiting, or it's sets that I have for investing purposes, like sealed sets. And like I have 4 UCS cantinas behind these drawers on that back wall. But with that, these are the drawers. These are what they look like. I've got, I don't actually know off the top of my head, I think about 30 in here. This is just a used set that's being sold. Trying to get it out of here as soon as possible. If you're interested, hit me up. More drawers, again, more sets just sitting in here. Used onyx cinder, some pab cups, more trays again of low value used, or just stuff that I was too lazy to do. But this whole back wall and side wall is just drawers. And then if you go below that, you've kind of got the miscellaneous inventory. This is a tray that I'm actively working on. AC unit again, my speaker, bags, tissues because my allergies kill me, more drawers, a bunch of empty pab boxes because I do use these for storage sometimes, especially with bulk parts or parts that I got from pab. Here we've got my 9x11 bubble mailers, slightly bigger And then this is all the like packing supplies. So my scissors I actually have over there because I was using them. But tape measure, tape, packing tape, more packing tape, calculator, gloves, glasses cleaner, eraser, etc. And then over here we've got bigger bags. So these are slightly bigger for orders. And then below those we've got slightly bigger ones for orders. And then over here we've got even bigger ones for orders that need a bigger bag. And then the parts that come bagged individually, like the individual lots, come in bags like this. These are 3x3, little small ones. These don't really have a permanent resting place because I use them so much, so they usually just kind of go wherever I want to put them. Then here we've got the other bubble mailers, business cards. I'm almost out of this box, but I have over there is a box full of these. Small parts scale, so accounting scale, heavier scale for weighing heavier packages. And then these are the 6x10 bubble mailers. These are 4x8 bubble mailers. Oops. And then this is a bunch of 4x4x4 boxes for more expensive stuff that I really don't want in a bubble mailer. I've never really had any issues with bubble mailers though, so that's why I use them. But if it's like a $100 fig, I will either ship it inside of a box, inside of a bubble mailer, or just ship it in a box. More bulk inventory sets just behind that. Here we've got CMF boxes. Anytime you see something in my store that says, you know, new with box or open to verify with box or whatever, that's what all these are. So these are a lot of Beastmasters, and below that Dragon Paladins, and then other figs from those series. These are a bunch of miscellaneous ones. These are Mysterious Ronins that I just picked up a couple of because I was able to. And then that's it. Down here again, it's just more bulk sets. This is just a box full of sets. Those are sets that need parted out. This is actually a case of Video Series 2, which I acquired about 1.5 years ago, that I've just been holding / not gotten around to selling. And then you may notice behind this, there's a bunch of these Starlight drawers. These are a bunch of bags of sets that need parted out. Or just bulk used, like assorted bulk that I haven't got around to, because as you may know, I'm not really a store that sells used, and so that's just not a priority of mine. That's why they're kind of tucked away. More sets, again, to be parted out or sold. This is just a box. I just need to sell it. This is the area you're probably most familiar with, because I shoot all of my Guess the Set videos here. And so this is the backdrop for those. Some of you have probably gotten pretty familiar with this Lego display that my friend gave me. Here's my laptop. I was actively working on reassigning some parts for some drawers that overflowed. I recently did a part out, and these did not fit in the previous drawer, so they need put in a new one. Here are cups. I really like these ones because they're clear, so you can see the part even if it's like far away, because like you can see through it. But I also have some solid ones for overflow purposes, some bigger pap cups, some smaller ones. These, by the way, game changer. I used to use like ice cube trays, or just only use like this size condiment cup. But these tiny ones have been so helpful, especially for part outs that have a lot of tiny pieces that can fit in things like these, because they're just so small. And this looks like a ton. I think I use about this whole stack anytime I do even a small part out, because you don't realize how fast the parts add up. Here's a Boba Fett bust from my personal collection that just sits here. The rest of these just go in a drawer that's tucked away that I was just too lazy to put them in right away. This is a cup of figs that I just pulled from new sets, so every now and then I will just pull figs from a new set, and the set will stay complete and new, just missing the figs. Like this marble one back there has that. And then here is a roll of the stickers that I use to number the drawers. As you can see, they're all very nicely numbered. I love these stickers. They're just from Amazon. If you want to know what they are, you want from them for yourself, just leave a comment and I can post the link and find them. More cups. My laptop, like I said. Water bottle, because I really have to stay hydrated, especially me. And then this is a box of just new stuff that came in today that I got, including an airborne trooper, the really nice 2021. I'm excited about that. At least I think it was 2020. This is newly added drawers. These are a lot of instructions that are either not added or are added, and they just don't move that fast, so that's why they're kind of tucked away. I intend to one day just scan all of these for the VIP points and then just donate them or throw them away, because they don't really sell that well, and even the ones that do, they still sell for like a quarter to 50 cents at most, and they're not really worth the work that you have to put in to ship them. This is just more bulk parts. This is, you can't see it, that's a lie. This is just more bulk, I believe. I think that's actually Bionicle. And then this is an entire bin of color sorted legs that are used, and then torsos that are used. Again, I just have to get around to it, but I'm not primarily a used store, so that's why it just hasn't gotten done yet. And then all the tubs below this are just bulk. This, I think, is like bricks. These are slopes, and then there's a bin below that. I don't remember what it is. Back here, anytime you buy used instructions, these actually do sell pretty well and are quite worth it to sell. So that's why I keep these pretty accessible. You've got a crate here. These boxes are here just because this crate has sold a lot out of it, so it kind of got empty, and I didn't want the instructions tipping over and bending. So these are just to keep them upright so that they don't fold or bend in any way and stay straight. Down here is just more bulk. Those are like panel type pieces or bins. And then this is kind of just a purgatory bin that I will not get to for months probably. Here we've got another couple used sets that I'm actively trying to sell. Anytime a set is sitting out built like this, it's usually I'm actively like listing it or talking to someone, either locally or whoever, to get it picked up because I want it gone. So also, if you're interested in either of these, hit me up. That down there is another case of Video Series 2, so I have 2 boxes, like I said. These are more just random parts. These are B sorted used. These are minifig parts, but all the minifigs are incomplete. More drawers. Behind these is again more bulk and other stuff. Some other new sealed sets that I just haven't got to parting out, or like in this case, are not really worth it to part out anymore. It's probably best for me to just sell them. This is the box for my microphone. Here I didn't really show this super well. This is just a bulk parts bin, and then these are all bagged used sets that I have either listed or soon to be listed. And then everything beneath these is just more used sets. Like I think beneath this box is just a ton of Speed Champions that are going to get parted out one day. Here's my microphone stand and the mic. And then these are those pad boxes I was talking about earlier that I store some parts in. And then back here are just more bulk drawers. There's actually a drawer here. Yeah, here, this drawer. It has a lot of really expensive Star Wars minifigures and capes in it, or just expensive Star Wars parts. That is kind of like my retirement fund drawer, aka I just haven't listed them yet, because they're quite a bit of work to list, because you have to take a lot of extra time for each one to make sure that you've listed it accurately because they're so expensive. These are bin trays. Anytime you see a Pablo with a remarks that says BT, that means it's in this stack. I think the only thing left that I have missed is this is my label printer. It has a cord here that runs pretty easily to my computer. It sucks that it is corded, but it's also kind of nice because sometimes Bluetooth out here is a little finicky. All the labels that it feeds into, it works nicely. Those are actually overflow cups. Like these are a bunch of 2x2 gray pieces. These are the easily accessible ones because I have like maybe 1,000 of these in my store that are in a drawer elsewhere. And so if someone orders like 3 of these, I can just grab this cup instead of having to dig out that entire drawer and get the whole bag of them. So it just makes it easier that way. With that, that has been the full store tour as of June 2026. Thank you for watching. As always, be on the lookout for those guest set videos every Friday, and Pablo's hopefully coming on Monday or Tuesday in a few weeks or so. As always, happy building and peace.